Welcome to No Smoke TV. Today we got a very special guest, Rodney Perry, comedian in the building today. How you feeling today, my brother?
I feel great, man. It's actually my birthday.
Wow. Happy birthday. I didn't even know. Happy birthday. What you got planned today?
Talking to you, dog.
After you talk to me, I know you got something planned. Where you at right now?
I'm at the crib, my house.
In the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta.
Nice. So you ain't doing nothing. You married?
I am married. Me and my wife might go to lunch in a couple hours, maybe.
Oh, that explains why you're not really doing much. Just keep it with the family today.
You never know. I mean, when you old, you just be glad you still live it.
Man, they say you old when you say you old.
Indeed. True.
So I see you from Chicago, though.
Yeah, grew up on the south side of Chicago, man, and that Chicago helped shape, the comedian I am and the person I am.
So is there any comedians or persons that out in Chicago that inspire you to be a comedian?
Absolutely. Robin Harris, Bernie Mac, of course. And then my contemporary people like Damon Williams and Corey Holcomb. It's a lot of us, man, from that neck of the woods that inspire me.
So you said Bernie Mac, that's a big one right there.
Yeah.
So your style-wise inspire you to be a comedian, or your style you say came from yourself? Like you say you built that up.
No, I mean, I came up comedically under people like Sid the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, and they kind of required that you dress nice, when you were tour with them. And so I learned a lot of little nuances of fashion, that I got from them guys.
Oh, so you wasn't really into fashion until you got around those guys and they got you into your...
No, I was into it, but I mean, they made it like a necessity.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you could take fashion or leave it sometime, but when your boss require you to be fly, you really, get the nuances of what fashion is.
And it's important because that's what makes people look at you, like what you wear, how you look, how you...
Absolutely.
Everything comes into corporation on people's perception on you. So he was right about that. How you dress is a big...
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part for me is not dressing up, it's dressing casual.
Really?
Summertime casual is hard for me.
Wow, wearing some shorts and some a nice t-shirt or something like that?
Man, I mean, you could do it. You slim. You just put it on and just look right. When you're a fat boy, you just look like an uncle, So that's the hard, and I'm from the Midwest, so I like layers. And you can't layer in the summer, it's just too hot, especially here in Georgia.
The best color they say to wear if you hit a certain weight is black. Just wear black.
I do black a lot. I'm colorblind too. So
really? I didn't even know that.
Whole nother conversation, but yeah. So I do wear color and I take chances with color, but it most of the time I'm in muted tones and blacks and whites.
Yeah, don't wear yellow.
I throw some yellow on, maybe. I don't think I own anything yellow right now, but I mean I've been known to wear some bright colors.
So you said, I don't know if you want to get into it, but you just said that you were colorblind. How long were you colorblind for?
My whole life, but I didn't know till I was 20.
Really? So you was going through school and everything, you thought there was just a regular thing that you couldn't see certain colors?
Well, I mean, if you don't know, you can't see certain colors.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? You just, only time it comes up, even now, the only time it comes up is like when I'm looking at a green traffic light, it looks white to me. And you just tend to make adjustments over a lifetime. And so I just learned to adjust to it. So by the time I take a colorblind test, I'm 20 years old. And they show you the little spotted things, you're supposed to see the numbers in there. Yeah. I didn't see the numbers, which explained a lot because I put some crazy colors together sometimes.
So when you're driving and you don't see the green light, it
looks white to me.
So when you got your license, they understood that, and they asked you different questions.
It's not disqualifying at all.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Yeah. And a lot of men are colorblind, you know.
And they probably don't even know, just like you didn't know.
Hey, I not only was I colorblind, I couldn't see. I didn't know that till I joined the Navy.
Wow.
I had a so I took my test, the shooting test, and so I'm shooting the target, but I'm hitting the target next to mine. So my target ain't got no holes in it. The target next to mine, that dude is in the Navy SEALs now.
And that's what happens when you have like a little colorblind thing. Your vision is like.
No. I also had astigmatism. So, I was colorblind, so my eyes had two things wrong.
Got you. All right. Thank you for getting into that. But enough of that. I want to get into you working with Eddie Murphy and coming to America too. How was that experience? Have you ever worked with Eddie Murphy before, or this was your first experience?
It was my first time working with him, like in a professional. I mean, I've been to his house. I've been to different parties and stuff, when I lived in LA. But it's something different to work with the guy that's the reason you're a comedian. Like, the reason I became a comedian is I saw him and he gave me a picture of what it was. And so to have him come on the set and not only be working, but have Eddie Murphy go, "Hey, Rodney, how you doing today?" I'm like, is he talking to me? So,
now that must have been big right there, because Eddie Murphy's like the GOAT from Raw to all his classics, man.
Yeah, man.
So how was it on the set doing the movie? Like, was it like a good family orientated, or was
it was a crazy vibe, man. Myself, Lunel, Tracy Morgan, Leslie Jones, we were all family in the film. And because we were family, we really kind of became family. And so it was a great time.
So y'all was acting like family, so incorporated in the movie anyway, because y'all basically like family.
Exactly. And Tracy Morgan was so energetic, man. He had this boom box, and every time they yelled cut, the party started, and it was incredible.
Yeah, he's the life of the party. It looks like it all the time.
Indeed.
So working with Eddie Murphy, and I see you work with Tyler Perry too. Which would you say was like a more wow effect experience working with?
For me personally, it was Eddie Murphy, because he was so important to my maturation process as a man. Watching him, be a movie star and things of that nature. But Tyler Perry is a different animal, because he's just the hardest working man I've ever seen. Like, the dude would wrote, produce, direct, played 3 characters. I mean, and he was on the spot, improvising at the same time. It was just really impressive to see up close.
Cause I know that man is like you said, he's an animal. He does. How many plays did he put out before he started putting movies out?
Man, I mean, the list, I mean, most of them they've adapted in the movies, but I mean, I don't know how many it was, but it was well over 20 or 30.
All by himself too, right? He was playing like practically every...
We don't know if we believe that.
Nah, but he's a very talented man, though. You can't give him his flowers. And I heard he has a big studio out in Atlanta right now.
Oh, the studio is crazy, man. Like, he owns the military base. And he turned the military base into a television studio. And it's actually the biggest studio in the world. It's bigger than MGM and Paramount and all those things.
Have you been there?
Yes. Yeah, we shot Coming to America there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Tyler,
they can make that place, like, they got a replica of the White House on the property. They got he built like whole neighborhoods. So you could actually be anywhere in America and never leave that actual base.
So that was a great investment, because he's going to make a lot of money off the back end off of movies from just using his.
If it's not his personal movie, people pay him to rent the space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's making a lot of money off of it. Period. You could use the White House. You don't have to use the actual White House. You could. Oh man. So I see you have a pretty good catalog of movies, TV shows. Like, you've been doing this for a long time. Like,
right.
If they don't know who Rodney Perry is, I don't know what's wrong with them. What would you say was your favorite movie that you did? Like you will never forget.
That's a great question. I mean, Jonathan Family Vacation was my first, like, quote unquote real movie set. But I've done. They're all like special moments. It's like each moment in your career is a special moment. And a Johnson Field Vacation is important because it was my first time on the set. It was my first time with my own trailer. It was my first time. It was a lot of firsts in that movie for me. And of course, Cedric was my mentor, so he made sure they took care of me, and it was a lot. And Steve Harvey, I met him on that set as well, and he became a friend and a mentor as well for many years.
So that movie right there is very like special for you.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And how about this? I just got a check for that movie last week. Like
really?
Man, let me tell you something. And this coming to America, I'm gonna be eating off this for 30 years. I already know.
Wow. So how did you feel when you got the call to do the movie? Who called you? Who reached out to you?
So this is a great story. So I went in on the audition, and the working title of the movie was The Quest. So I go in and I read for The Quest, right? Matter of fact, do I have that here? Anyway, so I read for The Quest. I'm not thinking nothing about it. In my mind, I was like, if I might book it. It felt good. I get a call from my agent, yo, Rodney, you booked The Quest. I'm like, all right, good stuff. When do we work? She's like, you're not excited? I'm like, yeah, but when does it work? She's like, Rodney, you booked The Quest. All right.
Okay.
She said, Rodney, the Quest is coming to America too. I had to stop a minute, and I went upstairs and I told my wife, and me and her stood over the island in the kitchen and had a little cry together.
Yeah, that's like a big moment in your life. Like you said, you're gonna be making money off that movie for the rest of your life. Your kids gonna be eating easily. And it's on it's gonna be on like Netflix, Hulu.
It's already on Amazon Prime. It's still on Amazon Prime. And it'll probably make a transition into television and Netflix and the other streaming platforms probably by the top of the year.
Yeah, that they gotta go through the negotiations and everything with that, but they definitely gonna hit on the major platforms, all major platforms soon.
Indeed.
So which would you say is better? I know you was in the movie, but Coming to America 1 or Coming to America 2?
Well, you don't get a 2 without the 1. So you gotta always shout out 1. And because 1 was so good, it was certain things you had to service. Like you had to tell what happened to certain characters, and I think they spent time doing that. And I think like a 3 would be even better, I think.
Has there been talks for a 3?
They ain't talked to me about it.
Well, you make sure you keep looking out for Quest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. They ain't gonna give me twice.
So, who would you say is the best comedian out right now, besides yourself, of course? But who would you say?
Ain't none of them better than me. No, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is to me the GOAT right now. He's solid across the board. The way he does it is incredible. How he creates, the rate in which he turns out specials. I mean, he's unparalleled. And Kevin is my friend. Cat Williams is my friend. They're my contemporaries, but Dave is better, man. He's just a great comedian.
To me, I think it's between Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart, man. Like you know what it is? Cat Williams too, but it's just the wow effect with movies, success, and everything that comes into play. It's like Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart.
I mean, if you factor movies in, it's no question it's Kevin, because Dave never had $100 million movie. You know what I mean? And Kevin has had probably 10. Kevin is a real box office draw. But your question, I think it was a stand-up question, and stand-up by itself, you got to show love to Dave Chappelle right now.
Stand up, hands down, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, easy.
I think I could agree with that. And I think right under him will be Cat Williams. No, not even, because I still have memories of Raw with Eddie Murphy. So I can't even say that, because Eddie Murphy's stand-up game is completely...
Hey. And how about this? Only 2 specials. So to even be still thinking about him, only 2 specials 20 or 30 years later, that's powerful. You know, the fact that we can still laugh. I mean, I watch Raw on Netflix the other day, and it was still funny, still stands the test of time. So, but again, right now, I would say Chappelle, but you know, Eddie Murphy is still always the current GOAT, and of course, Richard Pryor would even supplant him.
Richard Pryor too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about doing any stand up in the like doing like a Netflix special or something like that?
I'm shooting a special in October, and so that's coming down the pipe, and I'm you know starting to produce and create more stuff. So I'm doing a project called Creative Hustle. It'll be stand up from some of my friends and sketches and live performances.
Nice. Yeah, so
we're shooting that in Chicago, October 25th.
That's when you start shooting?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because your comedy is up there too, but I wanted to leave you out of it because I know you're going to be like, me number one.
You don't have to be nice. It's okay.
So I don't want to hold you up too much because I know you're a busy man. I just want to ask you one more question before we get out of here.
Go ahead. I'm an open book, brother.
What does 2021 hold for Rodney Perry? Besides this show, I shouldn't even say 2021 because we're about to be over with 2021. What does 2022 hold for Rodney Perry?
More prosperity. You know, I've been, you know, through some stuff over the past 5 years, and you know how you just feel your life kicking into another gear. I can feel that, and so the stuff you know me for, you'll get more of that, and you might see me on network TV. You know, doing some TV situations, some more movies, and some more comedy.
Looking forward to it, brother.
Hey, thank you, G man.
No problem, man. Thank you for stopping by No Smoke TV, man. I appreciate it, man.
So, what's No Smoke? Because the basketball players, they say they want all the smoke. So are you knocking folks out? What's going on?
Nah, No Smoke TV, man. We a media source based out of New York City, and we just trying to take over, man.
Dude, I love it, man. I'm glad you reached out to me, man. It's an honor and a privilege. I know you got a choice of who you talk to, and I'm honored, man. Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by the show. I appreciate it. Your comedy.
Now are you any relation to Craig Figueroa?
No, I don't know Craig Figueroa.
He's a comedian. They call him Fig.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his last name is Figueroa. I was like, I wonder they related. You better looking at them though.
I'm gonna look into him. I'm gonna look into him.
Yeah, look at Comedian Fig on Instagram. Comedian Fig.
I'm definitely gonna look into it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Rodney Perry, the legends in the building. Thank you for stopping by the show. Love the backdrop.
Appreciate you, Fig.
I'm out of here, man.
My man.